The Chicken Walker, which made a brief appearance at Empire Strikes Back, was so successful that it showed up again in Jedi in a lot of shots. And that was essentially the same way as we'd done them before. Stop motion puppet about this big, animated one frame at a time, pretty much always shot against blue screen, except a few times where we needed a bigger one for the sort of shots where it was interacting and being destroyed or something like that. But most of the time it was stop motion.
Between Empire and Jedi, we developed this system called Go Motion. That was all XYZ stepper motors and slides that were run by computers that added motion blur to the stop motion. It became very clear that it upped the ante of believability for this kind of thing. You didn't get the same staccato kind of jerkiness that sometimes comes along with stop motion. In some ways, it was a precursor to digital animation, in that when you're animating a three-dimensional character on a set, you are in some ways sculpting in time. You're actually physically touching things, and you're moving from pose to pose and frame to frame, and you're moving everything along in your mind. The Go Motion stuff was very different. You had to like totally explode your brain and understand all the movement in terms of these axes that they were on. So it was a much more analytical kind of approach that you couldn't be that analytical about. The most complicated shot on Jedi was this shot where the Ewoks are winning the day, and they chop some logs, and the logs come rolling down the hill, and they run into this walker, and they destabilize it, and the walker's like on these logs, and it falls over. And the Go Motion part of that, I think, took me the better part of like a month or something like that, just to figure out how to make all that pantomime work, because it was just unbelievably, ridiculously complicated. It took a really long time to do, but it worked.